Judges 6. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. He is what was I going to say? His son Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago, and the letter J is about 600 years old, and Yehoshua in English is Joshua, and Yah is so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And another word for judges is rulers. Judges 6. And the children of Israel did evil in the eyes of Yah, and Yah gave them into the hand of Midian, M-I-D with a line underneath of it, Y-A-N, for 7 years, and the hand of Midian was strong against Israel. And before the faces of the Midianites the children of Israel made for themselves the refuges which are in the mountains, and the caves, and the strongholds. And it came to be, whenever Israel had sown, that Midian would come up, and Amalek and the people of the east would come up against them, and encamp against them, and destroy the increase of the soil as far as Azah, and leave no food in Israel, neither sheep, nor ox, nor donkey. For they came up with their livestock and their tents, coming in as numerous as locusts, and they and their camels were without number, and they came into the land to destroy it. Thus Israel was brought very low because of Midian. And the children of Israel cried out to Yah, and it came to be, when the children of Israel cried out to Yah because of Midian, that Yah sent a prophet to the children of Israel, who said to them, Thus said Yah Elohim of Israel, I have brought you up from Mitzrayim, and I brought you out of the house of bondage, and I delivered you out of the hand of the Mitzrites, and out of the hand of all your oppressors, and drove them out before you, and gave you their land. And I said to you, I am Yah your Elohim. Do not fear the mighty ones of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell, and you have not obeyed my voice. And the messenger of Yah came and sat under the terebinth tree, which was Ophrah, O-P-H-R-A-H, which belonged to Yoash, Y-O'-A-S-H, the Abizurite, A-B with a line underneath of it, I'-E-Z-E-R-I-T-E. While his son Gideon threshed wheat in the winepress to hide it from the eyes of the Midianites, and the messenger of Yah appeared to him and said to him, Yah is with you, you mighty brave one. And Gideon said to him, O my master, if Yah is with us, why has all this come upon us? And where are all his wonders which our fathers related to us, saying, Did not Yah bring us out of Mitzrayim? But now Yah has left us and given us into the hands of Midian. And Yah turned to him and said, Go in this strength of yours, and you shall save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have I not sent you? And he said to him, O Yah, with what do I save Israel? See, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. And Yah said to him, Because I am with you, you shall strike the Midianites as one man. And he said to him, Please, if I have found favor in your eyes, then show me a sign that it is you who are speaking with me. Please do not move away from here until I come to you and bring you my offering and set it before you. And he said, I shall stay until you return. And Gideon went in and prepared a young goat and unleavened bread from the ephah of flour. The meat he put in a basket, and he put the broth in a pot, and he brought them out to him under the terebinth tree and presented it. Ephah is E with a half a check mark, P-H-A-H. It's a measurement. And the messenger of Elohim said to him, take the meat and the unleavened bread and lay them on this rock and pour out the broth. And he did so, and the messenger said to Yah, put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand and touch the meat. And the messenger of Yah put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand and touched the meat and the unleavened bread, and fire went up from the rock and consumed the meat and the unleavened bread, and the messenger of Yah went from his sight. And when Gideon saw that he was a messenger of Yah, Gideon said, O Master Yah, for I have seen a messenger of Yah face to face. And Yah said to him, Peace be with you, do not fear, you do not die. And Gideon built a slaughter place there to Yah and called it Yah Shalom, Shalom. To this day it is still in Ophrah of the Abiezerites. And the same night it came to be that Yah said to him, Take the young bull of your father and the second bull of 7 years old, and you shall throw down the slaughter place of Baal that your father has, and cut down the Asherah that is beside it, and you shall build a slaughter place to Yah your Elohim on top of this rock in an orderly way, and shall take the second bull and offer an ascending offering with the wood of the image which you cut down. And Gideon took 10 men from among his servants and did as Yah had said to him. And it came to be, because he feared his father's household and the men of the city too much to do it by day, that he did it by night. And the men of the city arose early in the morning and saw the slaughter place of Baal was broken down, and the Asherah that was beside it had been cut down, and the second bull was being offered on the slaughter place which was built. And they said to each other, Who has done this deed? And when they had inquired and asked, and they said, Gideon son of Yehoshua has done this deed. And the men of the city said to Yehoshua, Bring out your son, so that he dies, for he has broken down the slaughter place of Baal, and because he has cut down the Asherah that was beside it. And Yehoshua said to all who stood against him, Would you plead for Baal? Would you save him? Let the one who would plead for him be put to death by morning. If he is a mighty one, let him plead for himself, because his slaughter place has been broken down. So that day he called him Yerubbaal, Yerubbaal, saying, Let Baal plead against him, because he has broken down his slaughter place. Now all Midian and Amalek and the people of the east who gathered together, and they passed over and encamped in the valley of Yizreel. It's Yizre with a half a check mark L. Then the Spirit of Yah came upon Gideon, and he blew the shofar, and the Abiezerites gathered behind him, and he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also gathered behind him, and he sent messengers to Asher and to Zebulun and to Naphtali, and they came up to meet them. And Gideon said to Elohim, If you are saving Israel by my hand, as you have said, see, I am placing a fleece of wool on the threshing floor. If there is dew only on the fleece, and it is dry on the ground, then I shall know that you are saving Israel by my hand, as you have said. And it was so, and he rose early in the next morning, and pressed the fleece, and wrung it out of the fleece, to fill a bowl with water. And Gideon said to Elohim, Do not be displeased with me, and let me speak only this time. Please let me try only this one with the fleece. Let it be dry only on the fleece, and let the dew be on all the ground. And Elohim did so that night, and it was dry on the fleece only, but there was dew on the ground, or on all the ground. Come on, Cody, get it out of your mouth. On all the ground.